Welcome Dr. Munmi Sakia from uh, the Assam Royal Global University. So she is a faculty there, and she will be speaking on dynamics of a pre-predator ecosystem, a mathematical model. So you can start, and you have to finish your talk within 15 minutes.
Okay, I'll try,
Okay.
sir. Good
Okay.
evening, everyone. My topic of presentation is dynamics of a prey-predator ecosystem, a mathematical model. So mathematical modeling plays a vital role in studying any time evolutionary process or system and helps to predict its behavior under different conditions. It follows a systematic methodology so that the initial understanding and contradictions may be utilized in making modifications in the system for it to mimic a real system. Through an example of prey-predator ecosystem on Kaziranga National Park, I will try to discuss ecological behavior as well as various dynamical behaviors such as local stability, global stability, existence, direction, and stability of hope bifurcation. Here's the outline of my presentation. First, I'll be talking about mathematical modeling and some basic steps in modeling and the utility of mathematical modeling. Then I'll give the example of a mathematical modeling on rhinoceros and tiger population and application to Kaziranga National Park, and the discussion and conclusion with regard to my example and the references that I have followed. Now, the mathematical modeling, it's a process of using mathematics to solve real world problems. And mathematical modeling models are basically a simplified description of a system built to help us better understand the operation of a real system and the interactions of its main components. Mathematical models are collections of variables or maybe equations and starting values that form a cohesive representation of a process or behavior. And the most important part of modeling is to make sure that the concerned mathematical model can exhibit the well-known system behaviors for the system under consideration. These are the few basic steps in construction of a model. First, we have to identify the real problem. Then we have to list all the factors and assumptions relating to the problem. Then we have to try to formulate and solve the mathematical problem. Then interpretation of the mathematical solution. Then we can publish and make testable predictions about the system. And we can compare with the real world. If it doesn't mimic the real situation, then we have to modify the model, and this cycle goes. Utility of mathematical model. Interactions among the members of biological communities and components of the abiotic environment are extremely complex. Mathematical models are useful for thorough understanding how ecosystems function and for making predictions about managing ecosystems. Actually, management requires predictions and predictions require models. Mathematical models provide a way to design and evaluate protocols to manage and control animal populations, natural resources, wildlife resources, and infectious disease. Researchers on animal conservation can make use of the models to aid the accomplishment of field experiments through the indication of the parameters which should be observed. Actually, through a mathematical model, we can study many factors, just changing the parameters which one we want to observe. This is the example taking effect of poaching on rhinoceros and tiger population, an application to Kaziranga National Park. So here, what I have done, I have considered the, I have collected data from the PCC of Wildlife Assam. Then based on the data and census report, I have divided the rhino population into two categories, the mature rhino and immature rhino. And from the data, we have found that the tiger attacks the immature rhino for food, kills immature rhino for food. So based on that, we have constructed the model. These are something important about the Kaziranga National Park. All of we know about Kaziranga National Park. It's an important landmark in the world for holding around 85% of the world's one-horned rhinoceros. It's a home to high degrees of diversified species with great visibility, and it's a biodiversity hotspot. Compared with other protected areas in India, Kaziranga has achieved notable success in wildlife conservation. And these are the threats to Kaziranga National Park: poaching, annual flood, erosion, siltation and weeds, illegal fishing, heavy traffic, livestock grazing, break-in embankment, wildfires, insect attack, and pathological problems. Out of all these threats, in my model, I have considered the poaching effect only, and I am working on annual flood. Here I'll discuss only about the poaching effect. These are the field data that I have collected. So here I am showing this figure 2. Here, this represents the rhino population in KNP since 1905, so quite increasing. In the second figure, we can see the total rhino death in KNP due to poaching and natural causes. So here you can see, so fluctuations there. And this figure, figure 4, here you can see tiger population here, this also increasing in KNP. And the figure 5 represent the immature rhino killed by tiger in KNP. So sometime in 1998, it's showing not so high, low. Here also a lot of fluctuations there. Now coming to the mathematical model formulation part. Based on the data from the KNP and the PCC of wildlife, I have considered some assumptions and some factors of importance for the age-structured prey predator model. And here these are: the birth rate of the immature rhino population is proportional to the existing mature rhino population with a proportionality constant A1. For the immature population, the death rate and the transformation rate to mature are proportional to the existing immature population with proportionality constants D1 and R1 respectively. The natural death rate of mature prey is assumed to be D2. The human poaching rate on mature prey is P. According to the Forest Department of Assam, there is no record of death due to infight between mature and immature rhino. So intraspecific competition between the immature and mature rhino I have not considered. And the intraspecific interference of mature rhino is rho, and A is line 0 to 1 is the conversion efficiency, measuring the number of newly born predators for each captured prey. Tiger as predator population do not kill mature rhino for food easily. As for tiger, other herbivores are like swamp deer, buffalo are also available. Only 4 such cases found during 2013 to 18. So I have ignored that factor. And from the data obtained from PCC of wildlife, A1 R1 is greater than D1 plus R1 into D2 plus P, which means that the immature rhino birth rate and the transformation rate to mature is greater than a threshold value, which depends on the death rate of the immature rhino and death rate of the mature rhino, as well as on the poaching rate. These are the model equations. So to represent the model, I have taken help of this differential equations, model system of differential equations. Here, this X1, X2, Y, this represents immature rhino, mature rhino, as well as tiger population. And the first equation represents growth of the immature rhino with respect to time t. The second equation represents the growth of the mature rhino with respect to time t, and the last equation represents the growth rate of the tiger population with respect to time t. And here the most important factor is this Holing type 2 function response. That function response means the prey predator interaction relationship that I am assuming here as Holing type 2 function response. And with initial conditions here, x1 0 greater than 0, x2 0 greater than 0, and y0 greater than 0. Next, the positivity and boundedness of solutions. This part is very important because positivity guarantees that the system is well posed and densities cannot become negative, and the boundedness represents growth restriction as a consequence of limited resources. So that's why first, after constructing the model, we have to verify this positivity and boundedness of solutions. So for the positivity part, I have taken help of Nagumo. And for the boundedness, I have constructed a time-dependent function and taken help of differential inequality, and I have proved this theorem. This set omega 1 with this attracts all solutions in the interior of the positive orthant with the V factor minimum of the death rate of the immature rhino, D2 plus P, death rate of the mature rhino plus poaching rate, S by K. S means the death rate of the tiger, K is the conversion efficiency. And this boundedness is important, as already I told. It represents the growth restriction and as a consequence of limited resources. And it means that the system is ecologically well behaved. Now coming to the existence of equilibrium points, to study the local stability and global stability of the system, we have to first find the equilibrium points. So equating the equations, these equations to 0, we can evaluate the equilibrium points. Sometimes it takes too much time to evaluate the equilibrium points because the system is non-linear here. So I found for my model 3 equilibrium points. The trivial 0, 0, 0 always exist. In absence of the predator, E1 exists under the condition A1. 1 means that A1 R1 when greater than D2 plus P into D1 plus R1, then the E2, that is the most important equilibrium point, that is the interior equilibrium point. This is, we can find this provided the condition A1 X2 star greater than S into D1 plus R1 divided by A into K minus SH, which means that the birth rate of the immature rhino is greater than a threshold value. Next, I have performed the analysis. For this, I have evaluated the Jacobian of the system. Then at each of the equilibrium point, I have evaluated the Jacobian. So I have found this. The trivial equilibrium point always a saddle point, means unstable. In absence of the predator, the second equilibrium point E1 locally asymptotically stable under this condition, and otherwise it's unstable. And the interior equilibrium point E2 is locally asymptotically stable if and only if this condition holds. That is, the birth rate of the immature rhino and transformation rate to mature rhino is less than a threshold value. Next, I have performed the Hope bifurcation. Bifurcation means what? It's the switching from the unstable situation to the stable situation, or from the stable to unstable situation. Means the sudden change in the system. And Hope bifurcation means the occurrence of limit cycle from the equilibrium point, when the suddenly one parameter changes or takes some different value, critical value. So considering Poching effect P as a bifurcation parameter, the necessary and sufficient conditions for Hope bifurcation to occur are these conditions 1, 2, 3. A1 at the critical point P star greater than 0, A3 at the critical point P star greater than 0. The second condition A1, A2 minus A3 is equal to 0 at the critical point P star. And the real part of the derivative of the lambda J means eigenvalue. Eigenvalues of the Jacobian matrix evaluated at the interior equilibrium point with respect to the dP at the critical point P star non-zero for J 1 to 3. Here P star is the critical value of P, A1, A2, A3 are the coefficients of the characteristic equation of the Jacobian matrix evaluated at E2 given by this. Here A1, A2, A3 are given by these expressions. Next, the direction and stability. I will not show the whole calculation part, it's too lengthy calculation. Here I have taken the help of the center manifold theory and normal form theory to study the direction and stability of Hope bifurcation. And actually this direction and stability we have to perform when the equilibrium point is non-hyperbolic. Non-hyperbolic equilibrium point means when the eigenvalue real part. In that case, we can't analyze the stability of the equilibrium point through the local stability or global stability. In that case, we have to take help of the center manifold theory and normal form theory to minimize the dimension of the system and to study the direction and stability of the Hope bifurcation. Next is global stability. I got this theorem. If these two conditions hold, then the interior equilibrium point will be globally asymptotically stable. Then I have performed the numerical simulation to validate my analytical results. And here I have considered P as the key parameter, that means the poaching rate, that directly influence the dynamics of the system and ecologically balanced behavior of the park. And I have divided the section into two parts based on the ecological behavior of the park and complex dynamical behavior of the system. And for this, I have chosen some biologically feasible parameters which satisfy my analytical conditions. First, the ecological behavior of the KNP. So to see the ecological behavior of KNP, to observe the effect of the key parameter P on ecological balance of KNP, I have considered these parameters: A1, immature rhino birth rate 45, immature rhino death rate 5, Then attacking rate A, 3, handling time by tiger, 0.02, immature rhino, to mature, the transformation rate 22, and the intraspecific interference between the mature rhinos 2, death rate of the mature rhino 0.3, poaching rate P1, death rate of the tiger 1, conversion efficiency 0.05, and with the initial conditions 1, 1, 1, I have seen that this satisfy the local stability condition. So the positive equilibrium point is locally asymptotically stable, as this satisfy the condition of local stability. So to concentrate our attention in the maintenance of ecologically balanced behavior of the park, from the first figure, you can see when the attacking rate by the tiger population A is 3 and the poaching rate low means 1, then the density of rhino, here red lines represent the immature rhino, this blue line represent the mature rhino, and the green line represent the tiger population. So then the density of this rhino population, as you can see from the figure, it's higher than the tiger population. But if the attacking rate in the A equal 5, if increase means from 3 to 5, then the density of tiger population increases compared to rhino population. The same figure that we can see here, this tiger population, the green line going up.
Yeah, so Dr. Munmi, so please finish your talk within 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll try. If the attacking rate as well as the poaching effect increase, say A equal 20 and P equal 10, then in the figure, this third figure, we can see the trajectories first oscillate and then go to the respective equilibrium level. Here, density of tiger population is larger than the rhino population. That means what? We can say the park is showing the ecologically imbalanced situation. Ecologically imbalanced, I'm saying because I have assumed that ecologically balanced when tiger population will be lower than the rhino population, and the park will show ecologically imbalanced when tiger population is lower than rhino population. Balance means higher rhino population than the tiger. Imbalance means lower rhino population than the tiger. So means what? Modification is required in the model so that attacking rate can be minimized and ecological balance of the park can be maintained. Next, the second part, complex dynamical behavior of the system. For this, I have chosen a different set of parameter values. So for this set of parameter values, here in the figure A7A, we have observed the local stability of the equilibrium, interior equilibrium point. And in the second figure, I have observed the global stability of the interior equilibrium point. In the third figure, I have observed the Hope oscillation. And in the last figure, I have observed the limit cycle for the P value greater than the critical point 12.15. Next, in the last figure, for the same set of parameter values, when attacking rate A equal 25 greater than the critical value of the attacking rate on the immature rhino by the tiger population, the oscillation behavior and limit cycle is observed, which implies that the attacking rate should be controlled. Modification is required in the model. I have performed all those parts, but here due to time limitation, I cannot show. The discussion conclusion. So real data collected from PCC of Wildlife Assam, I have tried to formulate and analyze to understand the dynamics of rhino and tiger interaction. As the tiger feeds on immature rhino, stage structure is considered on rhino population by classifying into two subpopulation, immature and mature rhino. Immature means I have considered a horn not developed category, and mature rhino means the horn developed category, because only when horn developed, then only they are poached. In view of ecology, the main objective of this study is to increase the size of the rhino population in this park, also to maintain the ecological balance of the park. And from the mathematical point of view, the stability and complex dynamical behavior of the system are analyzed for my model. And the first part in the numerical simulation section, I have tried to discuss the ecological balance behavior of the park, while in the second part, I have tried to discuss the complex dynamical behavior of the system from the mathematical point of view. And the park is considered to be in, as already I have mentioned, ecological balance and imbalance part. Again, I will not repeat. And I have observed that if the poaching effect and or attacking rate are higher, then the park is in ecologically imbalanced situation. And in the second part, If the poaching rate is increased beyond a threshold value, an adverse effect on the rhino population is observed, which should lead them towards extinction. Again, if the attacking rate on immature rhino by tiger population increases, the positive equilibrium point becomes unstable. To control the attacking rate and the oscillation behavior of the system, some modifications has to be introduced. So in my model, I have introduced additional food quality and quantity factor. Then also I have incorporated the habitat complexity factor to modify my model and to mimic the real situation. The system describes the interaction between stage structure in presence of continuous trade of poaching. It is assumed that the tiger population consumes immature rhino only as per Holing type 2 function response. This is my assumption. So someone, if interested, they can modify the function response and can try to see the behavior of the system. The intraspecific interaction between mature rhino is also considered. By considering the poaching effect as a bifurcation parameter, the conditions of existence of bifurcation I have tried to establish as the tiger preys on other herbivores of KNP2. So the considered function response can be modified. So using that additional food that other herbivores as tiger preys on, so I have incorporated additional food. So I have modified the function response in the second part of this research. So these are some of the references that I have followed for this research. And I want to acknowledge Dr. Atasi Patram-Maiti ma'am, with whom I am doing this work, and also my guide, Dr. Anuradha Devi of Royal Global University. Thank you.
Okay, so thanks Dr. Munmi for your talk.